I'm Warren Davis, and you're watching the Evercade Effect.
Hey everybody, my name is Ed, and welcome to the Evercade Effect. And today, we're talking about, if you haven't been playing Neo Geo Collection 1, you're missing out. And yes, this is the reversible cover. You can flip it around. I love the black and gold. Personally, and I want to do this video because at the end of this month, we get Neo Geo Collections, 2 and 3. So I thought, while we're waiting on these collections, I wanted to go ahead and do a video and talk about how fantastic Neo Geo Evercade 1 is. First of all, just want to do a recap of the games. We got Ironclad, which was exclusive to the Neo Geo CD in this collection. We got King of the Fighters 2000. Well, maybe not my favorite King of the Fighters, but still, nonetheless, a great game. Magician Lord, that's it's as tough as nails as it is irritating. But still, it belongs for being a classic. Metal Slug, every single time I go streaming, I play this game over and over again. Sengoku, they should have skipped this one and given us 2 or 3. We'll get into that. And then Shock Troopers, which, oh my God, that is a fantastic game. And I really feel like this grouping of games launched off the Neo Geo to a good spot. Of course, we can't have every single good game. And I do feel like the Super Pocket robbed us of some games. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about what we do have on here. What makes it so great. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over. And I'm going to go in and we're going to look at the playtime and all that. I'm not going to play through all these games necessarily. I did that on my previous video a few videos back. It'll be in the description below. Check it out. And then one more thing I've got to mention. I haven't seen this. The clicky stick. I don't know if you can hear that. But that really makes this package perfect on the VS. This thing is awesome. And it works really well. There are some caveats. I also did a video on that. I'll link below as well. So if you do decide to go with the setup, you'll be prepared. So let's go ahead and let's go through some of these. So Ironclad, right? Let's go ahead and take a look. What's my playtime on this? Sorry, it helps if I go into the right spot. So 41 minutes. I went ahead and I played it on 3 different times. I went ahead and completed it. And yeah, I can say that this game was great because it wasn't exclusive to the Neo Geo CD. I'd never played it before. And I think it's a really good shooter in the collection. And I think it's great that Blaze offers something like this that's a little bit more uncommon. I wouldn't say it's super rare, but because it's on the CD and not on, let's say, the MVS or the AES, it's something I think that maybe a lot of people aren't as aware of. King of the Fighters, you'll see my playtime. Yeah, 17 minutes. I'm not going to lie. I was a little bit disappointed that Blaze picked this version because, for one, you got to do team battles of 3 characters. Well, the graphics are fantastic. The roster is fantastic. I really wish we would have gotten almost any other version of King of the Fighters just to start us off to get used to it. I'm sure I will come back to this game. I'm glad that it's here because I think once you really get used to the moves and you find your 3 characters, I think it's awesome. But yeah, the next collections, 2 or 3, we're going to be getting King of the Fighters 97, which is more like your traditional 1v1. And then we have Magician Lord. So I have a hate-love relationship with this game. Yeah. Look at my load and save count, 25 minutes. Full confession, I loved this game more back in the day, like the early 90s in the arcades and late 2000s on emulation years later when I couldn't get past the first level. I really loved that, kind of like before save states were really a thing. I really enjoyed it, but yeah, it's super tough, and I don't think we have. Oh no, we don't have dip switches. That's the other problem. We don't have dip switches on any of these games. And I really think if we had an easier difficulty, it would have made this great. Or if they would have given us the Neo Geo CD version, from what I understand, when you die, you respawn in the same place. It's a little bit easier, a little bit more playable. Same with the Xbox version. But yeah, now, from my opinion, I think the best game on this cart, hands down, Metal Slug, right? Yeah, 2 hours and 47 minutes. You can see 5 different times. No load count. So even though I did go ahead and I did make save states, because you get unlimited continues and everything, and this game is so much fun just to go ahead and, play through the entire game once you get involved in it, and it's not too terribly long, I didn't need to bother. So yeah, this game has gotten the most play. As I was saying earlier, every single time I would go through and start up this game on a stream, boom, I would be through. So much fun. I've not gotten sick of this game. I'm so glad in all these collections so far we're getting the Metal Slug games. I'm glad we're that's starting from the very first one. So the next game, Sengoku. I did complete and play through this. So let me go ahead and look at my stats. Yeah, an hour. Play count twice. So this game was put on here just because, to make you want to buy the Super Pocket. Because in the Super Pocket, we get the third one, which in my opinion, Sengoku, if I'm saying that right, is the best one in the series. Hands down, you've got a good roster of characters. Even 2 is better. This game, you just have the one character. It feels really meh. It's definitely maybe like the second worst beat 'em up on the Evercade. It was the first one in the series. It's just kind of weird how you get these powers to morph into these different like things, and it's not really that fun. I'd probably say it's the worst game on this collection. So yeah, it's worth a playthrough. It's worth a playthrough once. But I'm hoping that next year we'll see the third one. I think we're getting the second one. Anyways, and then the last game I need to talk about, I really liked a lot. It was Shock Troopers. Let me take a look at my stats. Yeah, 2 hours and 21 minutes. Again, like Metal Slug, no load count. I did take save states, I guess, but I don't know. Well, this was one of those ones too that once I really got into it and I fired this game up and I started playing it, I wanted to play it to completion, and because of that, it was just a lot of fun. So yeah, if you haven't gotten this collection, I'm saying in the beginning of the video, you're really missing out, because this, all the games here are worth playing, worth a playthrough. Yes, even Sengoku, even though I may not revisit it. And that's like the worst game on here. So it's still a decent game. And actually, I'll go through and I'll rate these games here real quick. I would give Ironclad a solid A. King of the Fighters 2000, only because I haven't been more invested, I would give that a B-. Magician Lord, I will also get that a B-, only because I need to get better at it, but it's still a great game. Metal Slug, S tier. Like I said, the best game in the collection. Totally S tier, lots of fun. And then I would say Sengoku. I'll be a tiny bit generous and say a C-. It's a little bit below average, worth playing through once. And then I would give Shock Troopers again S tier, because like Metal Slug, it's a ton of fun. And all the games I should mention are playable with the Evercade controller, and also this controller. For me, this, using the officially licensed Neo Geo controller with the officially licensed collection, it's just very nostalgic. This is the system, as a kid, that I always wanted to own. Yes, you can play all this by sailing the 7 seas and downloading ROMs. However, owning everything legit and licensed just makes it that much more fun. And this collection is also getting more difficult to get and to sell out. So I would highly recommend, go ahead and pick this one up. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. And lastly, I should mention that all these collections and everything I do spend my own money on, so you don't have to. And thanks to my channel members, make that possible. But let me know in the comments below, how are you in general happy with the Neo Geo collections this year? Are you picking up 2 and 3? Do you already have this one? Are you going to get this one? Go ahead and let me know. And thank you, everyone, and bye-bye.
Thanks, Crashline, Immortal Sojourn, Amber Cummings, Joe Whitlush, Alex Groot.